From the simulation of the end to the awareness that has never once been near it. You have died many times already. Not actually, but the brain does not fully distinguish. Every vivid imagining of your own death, the sudden cardiac event, the diagnosis played to its conclusion, the accident imagined in the moment before sleep, produces a present neurological event. You have been rehearsing your death, your entire adult life. The rehearsal has been consuming the life it is rehearsing the end of. The body responds, not identically to actual death, but in the direction of it. The cortisol, the constriction, the specific quality of dread that is unlike other dreads because it has no possible resolution. The death you are rehearsing is the one scenario from which recovery is unavailable. The rehearsal is continuous. Most people don't notice because the brain runs the death simulations quickly, in background processes, and the full simulation is usually interrupted before it completes. But the fragments are there. The flash before the car collision that didn't happen. The specific thought that arrives at the top of a tall building. The 4 a.m. wakefulness that ends in the arithmetic of years remaining. You have been rehearsing your death your entire adult life. Terror management theory. The awareness of mortality is so threatening to the organism that the vast majority of human cultural behavior can be understood as a system of defenses against the full impact of knowing you will die. The pursuits of legacy, meaning, ideology, religion, the cultural worldview that says death is not the final word, all of these are in part defenses constructed against the knowledge that will not be fully absorbed. Fully absorbing it would stop the organism. So the organism manages partial acknowledgement, continuous defense, and the specific quality of activity that keeps the awareness of death at a productive rather than paralyzing level. The death rehearsal is part of the management system. By running the simulation in small doses, the nervous system attempts to prepare for what it cannot actually prepare for. You cannot prepare for your death. The nervous system is preparing anyway. The preparation consumes a significant fraction of the cognitive life. The event will arrive differently than imagined. The body you spent preparing will face the wrong situation. All that preparation, a rehearsal for the wrong play. For an event that, when it arrives, will not be experienced as the simulation predicted. Nachiketa, the young son, is sent by his father to Yama, the god of death, as a sacrifice, in a moment of anger. Nachiketa sits at Yama's door for 3 days, waiting. Yama returns. Impressed by Nachiketa's equanimity at the door of death, he offers the boy 3 boons. Nachiketa's third boon: teach me what happens after death. Yama tries to dissuade him. He offers wealth, pleasures, kingdoms, whatever Nachiketa wants, anything except this. Nachiketa refuses all of it. What is there in all these pleasures that will last beyond tomorrow? You alone can teach me what you know. I will have nothing else. Yama smiles. Only the one who truly wants to know, who will not be bought off with pleasant distractions, can receive the teaching. Yama's teaching is not comforting. It is not. Death isn't real. It is not. You will continue. It is what you think of as you, the body, the personality, the history, is not what you actually are. What you actually are cannot die. Not because it is immortal. Because it was never born. Yama to Nachiketa, the Atman, the self, is not born, does not die, was not produced from anything, does not produce anything. It is not slain when the body is slain. This is not a comforting belief about an afterlife. It is a precise statement about the structure of awareness. The awareness that knows you will die is not itself subject to death, not because it will survive in some other form, but because it is prior to the birth and death cycle altogether. The death rehearsal is the nervous system rehearsing the death of the body. The body will die. The rehearsal is correct about that much. What the rehearsal cannot simulate, what remains outside the simulation because it is what the simulation is running in, is the awareness itself. The simulation has never reached it. In every death rehearsal, in every 4 a.m. arithmetic of remaining years, in every flash of imagined ending, the awareness that received the simulation has never once been near its own death. The simulation has never reached the awareness. In every rehearsal, in every 4 a.m. arithmetic, in every flash of imagined ending, the awareness has never once been near its own death. Because what would die is not what is aware. And what is aware has never found a boundary it was on the other side of.